Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Now this is going to be a very chillax episode. Just because I'm honestly a tiny bit tired, and can I go in the door today? I guess not. First thing that we need to do though is we need to, well, fuse a new persona. Now, this new persona is going to be helping me in the next boss battle, which I may or may not do today. I'm not too terribly sure, but that is not the most important thing. We're going to combine a High Pixie and Ares to make Sati, the Hindu woman lady on fire. Yeah, she has, like, semi-complicated backstory. Essentially, when a widowed bride doesn't have a husband anymore, which is obviously when you're a widow, in Hindu, or very old Hindu culture, you would get thrown into a fire, because that is the legend of, I believe, of this character and the god, like, Shiva. Now, I may be interpreting that incorrectly, but you can just read the compendium entry and, correct me. So yeah, that's why that chick's on fire and has fire powers. Obviously, they don't do that in modern, India, or, actually, well, Hindu's kind of, like, all spread across the world when you think about it. There's, like, native Indians, or actually not Indians, well yeah, Indians, everywhere. And anyways, enough of talking about that. It's time to assemble our party, and I want to look at Yukari's items really fast. Let me see, let's not have the high cut armor anymore. I'm gonna make sure that she has electricity resist, because honestly not a fan of that. And why do I keep hitting triangle? Goodness. Need to talk to her again and actually add her to our party, because without Yukari, I swear this game is almost impossible. Unless you use Ken, which, could probably work, but you, like, need a dedicated healer in, like, games like this, and just RPGs in general. I wonder if how many RPGs there are without a dedicated healer they can beat. I mean, obviously in this game you don't need one, it's just extremely helpful, and you could just use, like, healing items and stuff. But think about Earthbound, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger even has, like, a dedicated healer. World of Warcraft, definitely you need heals. The only game I can think of that you don't need a healer really is League of Legends, because you have something called Lifesteal and Spell Vamp in that game, which basically, every time you attack something, you heal, like, let's say 10% of the damage that you did. And if you attack a lot, you heal much more fast. Or much faster, not much more fast. And darn, it sucks. This is like the last, oh, actually no. We still have one more section of Yabbasha. Oh my gosh, it's rare chest. We got the land badge. If I remember, that slowly heals the target. Do I want that? I don't think I do. So, okay, I guess that's not really the best treasure in the world, but hey, I found it, and that was pretty cool. Let's give it we could give it a Junpei, I guess, since technically he does take a lot of damage. Then again, he has the wind charm. Yeah, something's telling me this isn't the best accessory to pick up, but yeah. I think League of Legends is actually pretty cool in that respect. I don't know if you guys know I play that, but I think I've been playing it for like a year now or something. When I'm not working on videos or doing schoolwork, that's usually where you can find me, on the Rift. I play with my other Let's Playing friends, do that pretty often. Almost too often. Gosh. And yeah, last year I was pretty addicted to that game, but luckily I'm starting to get a little jaded of it, I guess, is the correct way to say that. And hey, we're at the top of, actually not the top of Yabbasha, but the next place. And look at this scenery, man. Look at that. It's very artsy. I like this place, or just these places in general. And the path has now been opened. Now we can go to the second section of Yabbasha and have a ton of fun. Also, it's not going to be a ton of fun, but hey, whatever. Alright, floor 90. Not too bad, huh? Okay. So what we need to do here now is we have to, unfortunately, take on a bunch of enemies, which aren't going to be fun. But you gotta do it. It's part of the game after all. Let's get this chest. Ooh, Furling legs? I don't know if I said that right, but that could be that potential upgrade. Ooh boy, new enemies. The Ice Raven and Justice Swords. Now the Ice Raven, it's ice. I want you to guess what it's going to be weak to. You probably can't tell. It's ice. It's obviously weak to fire, and those swords are actually weak to Garu, so let's actually switch to Sati, our new persona, since we actually had Gembu equipped. And wait a sec. Maybe it'd be better. Okay, no. I was thinking maybe it'd be better to use the Garu attacks on those guys, but I could not switch to Sati and do the fire attack. And yeah, 100 damage. Sati is pretty good, not the best, but she's gonna get the job done. She also has Medea, which is pretty nice. Let's see, might as well just do it again. Junpei does have a fire attack, so perhaps he could finish it off, even though he's probably just going to use his katana. And nope, Akihiko beat him to it. So let's see how much the Magaru does with Io's attack, and alright, they're all knocked down as I expected. So yeah, these, okay, this is my main issue with just Persona 3 in general. I realized it was a 2006 RPG made on a budget, but man, they use the same models over and over again. Hey, we now have a 5 of Leaf card. Let's get that sucker. It's gonna be in the second. Yeah, let's just get that real fast. And there we go, we got a ton of it. Wow, almost 600 EXP. Pretty crazy, but we are far from being done with Yabbasha, and that's awesome, Akihiko.
My skill level has increased.
That's even better, Yukari, your skill level. Could you guys quit cutting me off? I'm trying to commentate my stinking Let's Play video, crying out loud. Doesn't matter though. I'm probably gonna be showing a lot of battles in here just because I don't know. I want to talk. I don't know. Usually most of the series has been like talking about the subject matter of the game. And sometimes I just like to talk about random nonsense, you know, that's just the kind of person I am. Anywho, Pale Rider, still to this day, one of our more effective personas, is, I think I misclicked that. Great. And it's not a big deal. Akihiko should just punch it in the face, and then, okay, there we go. So now we have the scan, so Yukari's always going to use her Garu attacks, hopefully, to knock them down. And yeah, that's a pretty easy battle. I don't know what you guys have been up to. Today is, well, actually... This is a little embarrassing. The clock on my computer is horribly wrong, because apparently when I hold my cell phone next to my Mobo, which is motherboard, really, John? But it sometimes messes up with the internal battery, and apparently it just resets my clock to really weird things. Like last night was 1993. Yeah, kind of weird. How that's even a actually no, it was like 2001 or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Because, like, I don't think Windows 7 would even work in 1999. Well, that'd even be an option. Don't matter, though. Don't matter, though. And, yeah, we're just going up Tartarus. This is a very chill game. I'm starting to realize this. It's much more relaxed than Persona 4. Oh, Red Shadow. In Persona 4, you need to live, basically. No, boy, Champion Knights. I wonder what they will be weak to. All knight enemies are usually weak to the same gosh dang thing, and this one's weak to Garu. So if we defeat these guys and get their massive amounts of EXP, we should be leveling up relatively quickly. Yeah, nice. They're all knocked down. They don't seem to have that much HP, really. I wonder if you even supposed to fight them in, like, packs of 2. I don't know, but this should give me, like, a giant EXP increase if we actually defeat them. So that'll be good. Oh, I forgot about that. These guys are definitely resistant to electricity, so don't do that, and unfortunately, Yukari missed. But now we know that they resist pretty much all physical attacks, and, well, are semi-resistant to electricity. Actually, not semi, very resistant to electricity. But regardless, we're going to pop out our Garu attacks and do tons of damage. Alright, let's get that second one down, and we should be able to kill the one on the right with an all-out attack, hopefully. One on his own probably can't do all that much anyways. And I guess that's besides the point. See how much? Okay, 87. Goodness. Now let's see how much this piercing. Oh gosh, that piercing attack did a ton. That still couldn't like kill any one of our party members in one hit though, so we're alright. And wow, that did like nothing. Goodness. Could just use an extra spell on it. Quit being lazy, guys. Goodness. And wow, 1400 EXP. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We should be leveling up, and we need some healing Yukari. Thanks a ton. Gosh, see what I'm talking about? How are you supposed to heal without Yukari? I mean, you always can just buy a ton of medicine, and oh my gosh, another one? How lucky can we be? Is this like is it my birthday? Holy crap. Oh man. Yeah, definitely encountering Red Shadows at this point. Honestly, I think I've already talked about this a little bit, but the hardest part of Persona 3 is before the Intrepid Knight. Once you beat that, the game is relatively easy. Aside from instant kill attacks, which are kind of annoying, but not really the end of the world. Really, really cool that we're past that point now, so we can start having way stronger personas. And honestly, this game has been one of the easiest to record. It's like one of those things like where I played it a lot, but not recently. So I like want to play the game because I liked it a lot, but it's not like I've played it a ton recently where I have it all memorized. Which you could say, okay, you know, you'd obviously be able to, like, fact check yourself, but you know what I mean. Gosh, why am I talking about this? I guess because we're just doing a battle we already talked about. So, I guess I'm being a little bit lazy. Could have just edited this out, but you know, sometimes you gotta speak to your audience. You know, you gotta tell the good people. And wow, we got level 31 that quickly. Holy crap! Yabbasha rules, man. Impale Rider's gonna get counter. How about that? Let's get rid of Palupa because that is not a very good skill in my opinion. I'd much rather have Charm because Charm, like, I think is one of the most broken. Because it can force the enemy to heal you if they have healing attacks, and usually just hit each other. But we'll be explaining why Charm is very overpowered in a future episode, and you gotta be kidding me. Is this floor entirely filled with these guys? So I decided to cut that one out just because that was literally the third time we ran into that enemy. And I'm gonna feel really stupid if Fuka said there were extremely powerful shadows on this floor. You know, because sometimes nothing but, and great, I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. God, I'm such a good commentator, aren't I? We've been on the 92nd floor for a pretty long time, but I want to, like, scan it out and see if there are any more of those red shadows. Fighting the red shadows, you have to, like, you also have to, like, believe in yourself. Sometimes you're like, oh gosh, we're not strong enough to take that thing on. But if somehow you come out with a win, you'll get a ton of EXP. But that being said, if you do come out with a win, you're gonna, like, obviously just get the giant amount of EXP early on, which is gonna help you in this, you know, section of Tartarus and blah 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 blah. So the next floor we have to get up to is, you know, I'm gonna leave it a mystery. I'm gonna leave it a mystery, mostly because I don't actually know myself. So I guess we're just gonna climb up until we find some more shadows that we haven't seen before, and you know the drill. And yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying this series because I think I've already spoken about this before. It was a kind of a gamble. I let's played Shin Megami Tensei 4 early in, I think it was August or something. And that was like really highly acclaimed because it was the introduction for a lot of people. Like, oh, I've never heard of these games. These are actually really stinking cool. And I encourage a lot of people to play it. Which I personally thought was really stinking cool because it's like, I almost invented this game. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm like claiming the popularity of Shin Megami Tensei 4 on my accord. It's more so that no one else had video game footage of it up. And I kind of like almost like a following because of that. And I felt that was really cool. And so I wanted to make some other Shin Megami Tensei Let's Plays. No snap, a new enemy. This is the Wild Drive, weak to electricity. Pretty simple stuff. And yeah, did I really miss? I'm gonna cry right now. But yeah, so I'm not trying to say that I'm going to do every Shin Megami Tensei game. I'm not. I mean, that's just like too much content to put on one YouTube channel in my opinion, especially if it's commentated. But the select few Shin Megami Tensei games I particularly like enjoy a lot, if you guys are cool with that, I may actually put more footage of that up. At heart, I am still pretty much a Nintendo fanboy. I play my Donkey Kong and my Zelda. But if you guys want to see like these hardcore RPGs, quote unquote, I mean, that's cool too. I'm totally cool with that. I mean, you know, RPGs are, I don't know. I can't decide if they are my favorite series or not. I still kind of like action adventures a lot more, but I've realized, like, dang, I've been playing RPGs since I was like 6 years old, you know, in the form of Pokemon and then Paper Mario, and please, this is really bad. Luckily, I have a homunculus, but my teammates don't. What the crap? The chances of that are like stupid. Well, we gotta kill those stinking birds or we're gonna lose. Goodness. Okay, I was not expecting that. That is relatively annoying. Luckily, the Wild Drive doesn't seem to get any hacks in, so we're gonna use an Agulo and hopefully take this dude down. But yeah, I'm just trying to like think about the possibilities, like what other Shin Megami Tensei games do I really enjoy? For those who know, yes, I have played Persona 4. I like it a lot. It has some of the best music in any game ever I've ever played. So I definitely will be considering that game later down the line. Devil Survivor 2, really awesome game too. And gosh, we gotta revive everybody here. We still don't have the skill Recarm, so unfortunately we're still yet. And that's taken care of. And yeah, I don't know. I've played a good amount of the Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm trying to think which one of those translate well into an LP format and blah blah blah. I'm just nerding out on you guys today. I'm sorry. Trying to be all the technical aspects of making a Let's Play. Thought I usually don't talk about my videos because it's kind of, you know. You don't want to hear about how the hamburger's made. You just want to hear the hamburger. Wait, hear the hamburger? I mean, eat the hamburger. Duh. And Sati. Gosh. The voice actor for our protagonist is a pretty cool dude. He's actually I know it's gonna ruin a lot of people's images of our character here. He actually does the voice of Ben 10 from, guess what, Ben 10. So that's kind of cool. He may sound a little bit familiar, but this is like way before that. I think that was like way before this cartoon. Yeah. Okay, before Ben 10 came out, this was like his big gig, was Persona 3, this like RPG and stuff. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I've always been really fascinated with voice acting, honestly, ever since I was a little kid. I remember at the time, too, I found out Darth Vader from Star Wars, oh, really, Star Wars, was African American. Like, I was like, that just blew me away. Like, how could he sound like that? But in the movie, he was different. And I thought about it, I was like, oh, they just dubbed it over. So I don't know, that's my little story with that. I've always thought, like, that could be my B plan if I get really bored of my career, like, go take voice acting classes, which would be pretty silly, because, I don't know. Can't really do a heroic voice. I can do a pretty good southern accent, I do reckon. I'm so bad. Making fun of all my southern friends, but oh well. You have to admit, that's what we sound like to people that don't live where we live, and it's pretty bad. We shouldn't say y'all, it's not even a word. But yeah. I'm so hypocritical. Anyways, we're finally to the 98th floor, which apparently is where the next boss is. Very briefly, though, I'm gonna go downstairs, save up, and actually see if I can take on the boss, because I'm not 100% sure. So be right back once that is all done. And okay, we had a slight alteration of our party members. You see, I did a little test run of the boss, and got my butt handed to me. Now, why is that? Akihiko sucks! Like a lot. So we're gonna bring Koamaru the dog. Now, why are we doing this? Well, we basically have 3 fire-attacking Persona users on our team. Why? Is that kind of unbalanced? Well, yes and no. Here's the deal. Okay? So, if an enemy, or actually just a boss in this case, has a shared weakness, if you can very easily exploit that to get an easy win. And here it comes! These are the magical Magnus. Very irritating foes to take down. With that being said, though, they do have an exploitable issue, I guess. What we're basically going to do is we're going to tell our entire team members to not do anything, then we're going to use Miragi on all the enemies. Now, granted, that did very little damage, so we should do the all-out attack, right? No. What we're going to do is we're just going to wait it out to where Junpei, Koamaru, and Yukari understand their weakness, which is fire. So this entire turn is basically just going to be skipped, except for the Miragi that we did originally. Now, granted, I could have brought the strategy up when we did the Killer Beetles, but I kind of forgot about it because I've forgotten. Fuka, shut the crap up! Alright. So now we're going to go into our tactics again. Actually, why did I scan? That was wrong. But we're going to go our tactics again. We're going to set Koamaru to knock down and Junpei to knock down. Next, if you press the... Oh, wait, we need to... Okay, that's fine. Yukari should be put to standby because we do not want her to break our chain. Next, we're going to see... Okay, press the R1 to do this. It shows the turn order. Koamaru is right after me because he is very fast. So what we're going to do is, we're going to use a all-out attack. Actually, no, we're going to use an all-out attack. Then Koamaru is going to knock them all down again. He's not going to do an all-out... Dang it. That sucks. Doesn't matter, though. I guess we'll do it the ultimate strategy next turn. As Koamaru uses Agilo on all the enemies. And we haven't actually seen Koamaru's persona. Yeah, that's Cerberus. Pretty cool. It's a dog. It's kind of funny. And when he, like, gets a critical and stuff. What am I trying to say? Gosh, I can't think today. I'm sorry, guys. This was a derby day. Been really hard on homework and trying to get exams done and stuff, you know. But essentially, when he gets a crit, Yukari and Junpei are like, good dog. It's kind of funny, I don't know. And okay, they're all knocked down. However, we do not want to do the all-out attack, because our enemies will get up and use ice attacks, which will totally destroy our entire team, which we don't want. And oh my gosh, Fuka, I get it. Anyways, we're going to use Agilo since we don't want to knock down that one that's already down, or knock him back up. You can probably see what I'm talking about here. We're basically manipulating our turn order and the fact that the enemy has shared weaknesses. So now we're going to do the all-out attack and actually do damage to the boss. Now, look at our HP bars. We've not taken a single tick of damage so far, and we did 154 to all of them. Plus, we're doing like 100 a turn just from our Agilos. Very, very helpful. So, first turn, do all-out attack once they've been scanned. Second turn, Koamaru knocks them all down but does not do the all-out attack. And third turn, I guess Junpei can knock them all down. Shouldn't really actually, does it? I don't really know. It's hard to say. But actually, no, we'll be fine. So you should... Wait, let me think about it. No, you should not do an all-out attack. Do not do an all-out attack on Junpei's turn. You'll be okay. Granted, if Junpei is faster than Komaru, it could be different for, you know, Yukari isn't even necessary here, actually. Let's use an Agilo on the 2 that have come up. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat. If you have decent accuracy with your fire attacks, you're pretty much golden. So, yeah. This boss fight's very exploitable. Very annoying if you don't do this tactic, by the way. Yeah. I kind of made a mistake in the tactics portion of this LP by saying, like, yeah, you should always do an all-out attack, when sometimes it is better to not do an all-out attack, because you can abuse the turn order like this, and Yukari. Gosh. A lot of people in the comments were like, why do I hate Yukari so much? Well, you'll see more socially. It's more of like a love-hate relationship, I guess, with that character. Because during my first playthrough, I actually got reverse on her social link, and it made me really mad, because it was totally her fault. She was getting upset over something that was definitely her in the wrong in doing, but I don't know, we'll talk about that more later. I don't despise Yukari as a character, I understand her character development, but not really my favorite protagonist in a Shin Megami Tensei game either, so actually, female side character, I guess is what you would say. Anyway, Sati still doing massive damage with her Agilo, and we're getting pretty close to getting someone with Aggie dying, just a couple more levels, I think. No, probably a little ways off, and alright, we're doing the all-out attack. Go in there, Komaru. Eat him up. So now there is one more enemy in Komaru who's gonna deliver the finishing blow. Alright. Kinda cool, Cerberus's, like, feet or pitchforks. That was kind of funny. And alright, that is the next Tartarus Guardian. Defeated by us. We did it. Let's get our treasures. A precious egg. I think that's only it, yeah. So we're going to go back downstairs, and that is it, guys. That is Yabbashah's next section. We still have one more boss to take care of, though, which we'll probably do in the next episode once I... Actually, not next episode, but later down the line, because I'll have a stronger persona to take on that dude. Stronger than Sati, believe it or not, and yeah. All in all, we got a ton of stuff accomplished in this episode. I hope you will enjoy this series, because there's more episodes coming. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next part when we do more shenanigans inside Japan in our school and blah 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 Magic Tower. See you guys next time. Bye.